So you're thinking about buying a home in Waynesboro, Virginia, but how much do homes cost in Waynesboro? And what neighborhoods are neighborhoods that I could afford to live in? Well, for this video, you've come to the right place because I am going to give you the most detailed buyer's guide, I believe, of any place you'll see out here on the internet. And if you hang around to the end of the video, I guarantee you that by the end of the video, you will find a neighborhood that you can likely live in. So before I do all that, let's go ahead and get started right now. Hi, my name's Stefan, and along with my wife Leslie, as local real estate agents here in Virginia's beautiful mountains and valleys, we get texts, phone calls, and emails all the time from folks who are looking to sell a home or to purchase a home, and it has been our honor to have helped so many folks who have contacted us in order to help them do just that. But maybe that's you. Maybe it's your turn to sell a home or purchase a home. Leslie and I would be more than happy to help as well. As a matter of fact, if you'd like to do that, all of our information is in the description below, and you can call us, text us, or email us, and like I say, we'd be honored to help. Additionally, maybe you like our channel, maybe you like learning more about the homes and neighborhoods here in the area, and we'll go into a lot of those homes as well. But maybe you're interested in just going around and seeing some of the festivals and a lot of the fun places that we go here in our mountains and valleys as well. Well, if that's you, I encourage you to click on that subscribe button, touch that bell icon so you don't miss any episodes of Virginia Mountain to Valley Living. Now, as I mentioned, today we're going to look at Waynesboro and a cost of living analysis, I guess you might say, according to how much homes cost in the Waynesboro area. So I could give you a general number about Waynesboro, but let's be a little more specific. But as I started to do this video, I thought, how do we divide Waynesboro up? I mean, there's, I don't know, 100 subdivisions in Waynesboro or something like that. I mean, that would make for a pretty long video. So I decided against that. But so I started looking around on Waynesboro's website to see if they divided the town up in different ways. And I was having a hard time finding really a way to do that. And then I stumbled upon a very unique page. And that is Waynesboro's leaf collection system that they have there. And I thought, you know what, this divides Waynesboro up. It's not perfect, but it divides it up in a pretty good way. And let's just use those 9 areas, and talk about the price of homes in those areas. We'll also talk about some of the neighborhoods in those areas as well as we go. So let's go ahead. And first of all, before we start though, I want to say one more thing. 103,000 to 53,000. That's the difference in the approximately what you would have to make in order to find a home to live in the Waynesboro area based upon these areas' median price. So, like I said at the beginning, there's probably a place where you can find a home in Waynesboro. So, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and let's get in and let's just take a look at our first our first neighborhood here in Waynesboro. And that is neighborhood, I guess, or leaf collection, we should say, area number 2. Now, as you can see, over the last 2 years, there's been 28 homes that have sold in this area, and they sold for a median price of $407,000. That price has ranged. The high, you'll see that on each one of these slides as well, the high between $605,000 and the low between $300,000 of those 28 houses. Now, some of the popular neighborhoods here in this area are the Fairway Hills neighborhood and the Brandon Heights neighborhood. We've done videos on both of those in the past, and matter of fact, Leslie just sold a home here recently in the Fairway Hills neighborhood. So very nice neighborhoods, and some of these neighborhoods are right near Orchard Creek Country Club here in town. So if you were to purchase a home in this area, your monthly payment, if you would put 10% down with an interest rate of about 7% on a $407,000 home, your monthly payment will be about $2,577. Your monthly income required to afford a home in this area at 30% of your loan to value ratio would be about $8,590. And as you can see, your average salary per year would need to be about $103,000 a year to afford an average house in this neighborhood. Now, currently there are 6 homes for sale in these neighborhoods and all of the other neighborhoods, not just the ones that I've listed, but all of the neighborhoods here in this area, and they range in price between about $375,000 and $550,000. Like I say, really nice area town, very convenient to Interstate 81 and a lot of the shopping that takes place along the Interstate 81 corridor as well. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move on to our next area, which is right next to the first area, area number 3. Now, as you can see here in Waynesboro, this area has had 90 homes that have sold in the last 2 years, and the median sales price has been $355,000, and the high to low has been between $553,000 and $185,000. Some of the popular neighborhoods in this area are the Creekwood Village neighborhood, which is a up-and-coming neighborhood right behind the Walmart and behind some of the other shopping there in the area, brand new homes. There's also a well-established neighborhood. The Mondamain neighborhood has a lot of very affordable houses built back in the 60s and 70s. And then there's another neighborhood there. One of the most active neighborhoods has been the Pratt's Run neighborhood as well, which we've showed you in videos as well. And that's a mixture of villa-style homes and a mixture of single-family homes as well. Now, as far as what you need to purchase a home, the median price home here in this neighborhood, you would need about a monthly payment with 10% down at a 7% interest rate. Your payment would be about $2,248. Monthly income required to afford a home at 30% of your debt to income ratio would be about $7,493. That means the average salary per year that you would need to purchase a home would be about $90,000. Now, there's currently 19 homes for sale in these neighborhoods. Many of them are in the Creekwood Village neighborhood, and they range in price, as you can see, a wide range there, between $300,000 and $849,000. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move to our next area here, and we're just going to keep going. It looks like right around a wagon wheel here, because that is area number 4. And in area number 4, you're going to see that there have been 95 homes that have sold over the last 2 years with a median sales price of $315,000. But look at this range, $715,000 for the high selling home and only $60,000 for the low selling home. And you see that on this, on the graphic here, that it's kind of a long, slender area here that goes into part of the Waynesboro area. And that's one of the things in general, like many towns and cities, you're going to find some of the older homes in the downtown area. And sometimes some of those neighborhoods are much less expensive than some of the newer homes that are being built toward the edges of town. And that's what's happened here in this area. So even though you see a big disparity there, and the average price is only, a median price is only $315,000, there's still multiple homes in there that would even fit into just about anybody's budget. So what are some of those neighborhoods? Well, you're looking at the Jefferson Park neighborhood. That's one that's toward the tip of that smaller area there in the Waynesboro area. Hopeman Station, Pelham Village, Pelham Meadows. There's multiple Pelham neighborhoods toward the northwest side of this area. And then there's also the Charleston Park. And like I said, there's other neighborhoods. These have just been some of the more active neighborhoods in the last 2 years. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about a monthly payment. Your monthly payment with 10% down at a 7% interest rate would be about $1,995. The monthly income required to afford a home at 30% would be about $6,650,000. That means your salary per year would need to be about $80,000 a year. And there are currently 10 homes that are active on the market, and they range in price between $231,000 and $630,000. And again, you can see there's a big range there, and a lot of that is because of how that particular area is laid out. All right, so let's go ahead and let's move to area number 5. Keep right on going around that wagon wheel. And area number 5, there have been 257 homes that have sold in the last 2 years. So as you can see, this is one of the most active areas, or has been one of the most active areas in Waynesboro, and that's because there's been multiple neighborhoods that are new neighborhoods in this area. Now, the median home sales price, $309,000, and again, a big range there, $875,000 versus only $115,000. Now, some of the more popular neighborhoods in this area has been the Evershire neighborhood. A lot of homes, again, a newer neighborhood, still building in that neighborhood. Anna Maria Estates, that's a neighborhood on the very tip of the northwest side of town. And they have a variety of single-family homes and also some some attached villa-style homes as well. And so their average price, $445,000. But their single-family homes are going to be more than that, and some of their detached homes might be a little less than that, but most of them are going to be, now anyway, after 2 years, they're going to be probably in the low fours like that. Ivy Commons has been another popular neighborhood, and Wayne Hills, which is toward the center of town, has been another popular neighborhood as well. So, what does that mean if you're looking to purchase the medium sales priced home in this area? Well, that means your monthly payments with 10% down and a 7% interest rate would be about $1,957. The monthly income required to afford a home at 30% would be about $6,523. That means you need to make about $78,000 a year in order to purchase a home, the medium priced home in these areas. Now, there are currently 23 single-family homes, 23 homes currently for sale here in this area, and they range in price between $139,000 and $609,000. So again, that area, you're going to find some homes that are very economically priced, and then you're going to find some homes that are brand new and very, very nice, well-constructed homes as well. All right, so for our next area, we're going to get off that wagon wheel. We're going to move a little bit back toward the center of town. We're going to go to area number 1. And as you can see, there's been 53 homes that have sold there over the last 2 years, and they've sold for a median price of $294,000. They've ranged in price from $813,000 all the way down to $80,000. Now, some of the neighborhoods here in this area you're going to find are Club Court, River Shores, and Linden Terrace. And like I say, these are neighborhoods that most of them are, you're going to find mostly homes that are established in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, but they've been well kept, and they're very nice neighborhoods to live in. So what would it take at that median price of $294,000 for you? Well, your monthly payment with 10% down at a 7% interest rate would be $1,861 a month. That means the monthly income required to purchase the median priced home in this neighborhood would be about $6,203. That means you need to make about $74,000 a year in order to afford a home in this area. Now, one thing about this area, there's not many homes for sale. As a matter of fact, taping this video, there were only 2 homes that were for sale, and they were priced at $335,000 and $420,000. All right, so let's just go ahead and let's move a little bit closer into the center of town, and you're going to see area number 6. That area, the median price, very similar to the last area, the median price of $290,000. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention there's 16 homes that have sold there, but $290,000, and those have ranged in price between $562,000 and $205,000. Now, some of the neighborhoods that you'll see, the Waynesboro Co-edition, there have been 6 homes that have sold there, and then there's some areas of Waynesboro that just aren't in a neighborhood. And so you'll see that as the video goes through. As a matter of fact, I think the Waynesboro Co-edition is going to come up again here as well. So didn't necessarily break everything up by its neighborhood, but again, these are just those areas that we broke it down into. So what does it take for the monthly payment with 10% down at a 7% interest rate? Your payment will be about $1,836. Your monthly income required to afford a home at 30% would be $6,120. That means you need to make about $73,000 a year in order to purchase a home here. Now, like our last neighborhood, our last area as well, there's only 2 homes that are currently active on the market, listed for $216,000 and $350,000. All right, so for our next neighborhood, the Area 7 is our next neighborhood here, and there's been 36 homes that have sold there for a median price of $255,000. Now, that price range has also been from $599,000 to $145,000. So again, we see a big difference there throughout that area. Now, some of the popular neighborhoods, again, you'll see the Waynesboro Co-edition. A lot of homes have sold there, and then there's actually a group of condominiums down there. If you're interested in condominium living, the Ramworks condominiums, and there's been several homes that have sold there as well. So what does it take in order to have a monthly payment here? Well, if you were to purchase the median priced home, your monthly payment with 10% down at a 7% interest rate would be about $1,615 a month. Monthly income required to afford a home at 30% would be about $5,383. And your salary per year would need to be about $65,000 a year. Now again, there's not much on the market here in this neighborhood either. There's currently 2 homes that are active and they're priced at, here's that range again, $305,000 and $699,000. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move to the east side of the South River, and this area has very much of an industrial feel due to its big history in industry and factories, things, railroad, things like that. Now, in this neighborhood, there's been many of the older homes that have been replaced with newer homes, but most of the homes there are starter homes and that type, although you do have larger homes that are older homes that are, so like I say, larger homes in that area as well. So let's go to that next neighborhood on the east side of the South River, and that would be area number 8. In this area, it's been a popular area. There's been 102 homes that have sold in the last 2 years. The median sales price of $233,000, with the highest price being $370,000 and the lowest being $70,000. Now, some of the popular neighborhoods here are the BCMM and LC neighborhood. If you want to know what that stands for, I actually did a video about that. You can take a look at that here and you can learn about what that neighborhood is. It's a very, very large neighborhood, and there's a reason it's a large neighborhood. And then again, the Nunn comes in, and then the Gardner Fry edition has had a few as well. Those have been the most active neighborhoods in the last 2 years, like I say. All right, so in order to purchase a home here at the median price, you'd need your monthly payment with about 10% down would be about $1,475 a month. Your monthly income required to afford a home at 30% would be about $4,917, which means your salary per year that you need to make would be about $59,000 a year. Now, single-family homes homes currently for sale in this particular area, there's 15 of them, and they range in price between $157,000 and $360,000. All right, and that moves us into our last area here in Waynesboro, just south of Area 8 is Area 9. Now, Area 9 over the last 2 years has seen 43 homes that have sold for a median sales price of $212,000. The most expensive home has been $315,000, and the least expensive home, I remember that one when it was on the market, was $40,000. It was a fixer-upper, by the way. So, now what are some of the popular neighborhoods here? Well, a lot of them that aren't even in a neighborhood, and again, you see that BCMM and LC neighborhood, and then Winchester Heights is another neighborhood in that area. It's been very popular over the last couple of years as far as sales goes. Now, what do you need to do? What would your monthly payment be? Well, your monthly payment with 10% down at a 7% interest rate would be about $1,342 a month. Monthly income required to afford a home at 30% of your salary would be about $4,473. That means you need to make about $54,000 a year in order to purchase a home in this area. Now, currently, there's 3 homes that are active on the market, and they are listed between $209,000 and $270,000. Well, I hope that gives you an idea about some of the areas of Waynesboro and some of the neighborhoods and some of the homes and how they fit into your budget. And as you can see, there's a great variety, whether it be new or old or small or large or more expensive or more economical homes in the area. And like I say, Leslie and I would be more than happy to help you if you're interested in Waynesboro. And that's the thing, Waynesboro really has a lot going for it. One of the things that makes it very popular is that the cost of housing, just like we just said, which is below the national average. And coupled along with that, you go across the mountain to Charlottesville, where a lot of folks work. And if you need to live in Charlottesville, it's a good town to live in. But Waynesboro is much more economical than Charlottesville is when it comes to the price of homes. Matter of fact, probably about half the price in Waynesboro on average for homes when compared to Charlottesville. So a lot of folks use Waynesboro as a bedroom community and travel the 30 minutes into downtown Charlottesville in order to do their job. So that's something that you could consider. Additionally, the general cost of living in Waynesboro is below the national average, but you still have a lot of amenities, like you have shopping. You have the Waynesboro Town Center right off Interstate 64, and you've got a Target and a Kohl's and an Old Navy and a PetSmart and a Books A Million and oh, I better say Dunkin', because Leslie will be mad at me if I don't. But all of that's right there off Interstate 64. I mean, you also have 2 Walmarts in town. You've got a Supercenter out near I-64, and you've got a neighborhood Walmart on the north side of town. You got other grocery stores as well, so there's not just one option or one place that you are locked into going. There's plenty of commerce that takes place in the Waynesboro area. Additionally, you are at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and if you're an outdoor lover and you love hiking, you love kayaking down rivers and things like that, you love fly fishing, you're going to love, or regular fishing, any kind of fishing, you're going to love this area, because this area has so much to offer when it comes to outdoor activities. As a matter of fact, Waynesboro butts right up to Shenandoah National Park. We have the south entrance literally right adjoining on Waynesboro, so it's like no minutes to get there. Well, actually a couple, of course, where you live, but like I say, just so many activities there. And the other thing about it is, you know, we talk about Waynesboro being a city, and it is one of one of Virginia's independent cities, but it's a city of about 22,000 people. And that's really a lot of smaller towns across our country is 2,200 people. And the same with Waynesboro, you have that small town feel, yet with all the amenities of the area. And then, of course, you have different feels and within the neighborhood, the different neighborhoods in town as well. No two are exactly alike, and depending upon where you live. So like I say, Waynesboro really has a lot going for it and a lot to offer the folks who live there. Maybe you're interested in selling your home in Waynesboro or purchasing a home in Waynesboro. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, Leslie and I will be more than happy to help, and all of our information is in the description below how to contact us. And it'd be our privilege to tell you more about some of these neighborhoods that you've seen in the videos today, and or other neighborhoods as well, to let you really get an understanding of how the town feels, and these different neighborhoods, how they feel as well. You can't get everything in a video, so that's why it really is a good thing if you just call us, let us help you in that way. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So like I said, call us, text us, email us if you're looking to buy or sell. But until next time, I'll see you around town.